I said, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic. Got a new video for you today. Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news, live edition. Before we get into it, you know the spiel. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. What are we watching today? Jesus, the Bucks. Every time we think that y'all turning a corner, then we get a stinker like this. What was this? What are we watching right now? A team played with no passion, no communication, just looked terrible today. We just looked terrible today. Everyone besides Giannis played like trash tonight. We have two people in double figures, ladies and gentlemen. Salute the Bucks Nation. Appreciate y'all tapping in late for the Vampire live stream, and we didn't deserve to stay up late for this type of performance from the Milwaukee Bucks outside of Giannis Antetokounmpo. No one showed up. Two people in double figures in today's NBA is crazy. Dame, 9 points in 30 minutes? 2 of 11? Come on, man. We might not even make 100 points this game. That's how bad we're playing. We're shooting 37%, ladies and gentlemen. 37%. We looked off this whole game from the first quarter on. We've looked off. The Sacramento Kings are shooting 50%, 52%. It's come down from the 70% that they were shooting most of the game. Multiple people in double figures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in double figures. 40% from 3. Just an awful performance. Awful performance by the Bucks. Why would you let us stay up this late to watch this nonsense? Watch Beasley go 3 for 12. Dame is 2 for 11. Lopez. Oh, man. Lopez. They going to be on your helmet, sir. And it's rightfully deserved. But I already knew what you were, sir. I knew what you were this summer. The people didn't want to believe me, but now we know now we see what that is. That was the truth. Lopez gives us 7 points. Jay Crowder, 16 minutes, 0 points. The Jay Crowder experiment is over. He is washed. I don't need to see any more from Jay Crowder. I don't want to hear about his defense or none of that because it ain't all that either. He gave us 0 points today. Jay Crowder in 16 minutes is crazy. Giannis doing what Giannis does. Giannis got 30, 13, and 4. Bobby Portis had 11 points. Connaughton started off hot in the first quarter and finished with 7 points. AJ Green only gave us 3 points. We were 6 of 31, ladies and gentlemen, and counting from 3. Less than 20% from 3. This was a bad game all around. Defense was bad. Communication was bad. That drop coverage is stupid. I don't want to hear about the benefits of drop coverage anymore. The drop coverage is stupid. Especially when you don't jump when somebody's coming in the lane. It makes no sense. This was a pathetic performance by everyone outside of Giannis Antetokounmpo. We got to get some consistency, Bucks. We had a nice little six game winning streak. Now back to old bad habits. We need to play fundamentally sound basketball. This is insane. Dude, we got 79 points. It's crazy. Crowder, I want Crowder to get a couple DNPs. I'm gonna keep it real, y'all. I don't want to hear about his being a veteran or none of that. I want Crowder to get a couple DNPs. I would prefer AJ Green, Jackson, or Beauchamp to get his minutes. What value are we getting from Jay Crowder? Even in the wins, what was Jay Crowder doing? Jay Crowder is washed. Those 5 picks are washed. We need 5 second-round picks for Jay Crowder. Jay Crowder's washed. Wow, what a performance. Look at them likes up, Bucks Nation. We going hard here. It's 11 at night, and we going live after these Bucks games. Win, lose, or draw, we here. Let's get them likes up, Bucks Nation. Help other people that love the Bucks find the content. Let's chop it up. Let's get them likes up, y'all. Absolutely ridiculous performance tonight. I can't believe we played this bad. This less than 20% from 3 is crazy. This is crazy. Let me tap you in, Bleacher Report boss. Hold on 1 second. There you go. What up? What up? Shout out to the Bleacher Report boss. What's going on, bro? This is a bad one, bro. This is a real. This is hard to watch, bro. Hard to watch.
I'm up late
And
to
I
watch
feel
them
bad for
games.
Giannis, bro. Before you get into it, bro, I really feel bad for Giannis. Why don't we have anybody else that's even attempting to match his energy, bro? They're not even attempting to match his energy. This is such a disgrace sometimes. Even in this blowout, Giannis is still doing what Giannis does. Why can't someone else have that same type of mentality? It's ridiculous.
Man,
It's ridiculous. Go ahead, Bleacher Report boss. This is crazy.
Man, this type of game. You just like, you know what I mean, Dame ain't going off. They pretty much took Dame away from the first quarter. They blitzed them. They did the double. You know it's coming. You know they're gonna double you. Why don't you just know that have your other guy shot Raven then Beasley? Beasley, how many wide open shots you gonna miss? Like how many wide open shots you gonna miss? And then them bones, Middleton can't stay healthy. I'm sorry. You saw what I said earlier.
Right.
He does. And everybody just, oh my God. It's just, I mean, I know everybody going in on Dame again, but I watched the whole game. It's pretty much they're taking it out of his hands. They're blitzing him. They are not letting him get the ball. They're not even letting him. And it was just a good game plan by the Kings, but it was like
we didn't give no counter punch though either though.
No,
we didn't make any adjustment. We kept doing the same thing, and I'm not sure why that was either.
Six out of like how many shots we missed for 3?
Let's see. From 3, we are 7 of 35.
That's a lot.
20%.
That's a lot of shots to miss. And
That's a lot.
it was a lot of wide open shots too. And then I mean, Beasley was making me really mad because it was like wide open shots and he just missed them. And I'm like, if you can't hit him, just pass the ball. And then like so you already said it, Jay Crowder, 16 minutes, 0 points. And why do you think I was off about AJ Green? Why you thought I was going off about AJ Green should be in the
Right.
game?
We're
And he
not
has
getting anything from Crowder. We're getting absolutely nothing from Crowder. I don't remember the last time Crowder had a good game.
never like if he give me 10 points, I'll jump for joy. I mean, he is washed, man. I'm telling he is washed.
He
I
washed,
mean,
bro. He washed, bro. He washed.
five second round picks for this guy. We gave him five, and I just I know
And he
G gonna
ain't
go.
worth a Center Street Fish Market sandwich.
He can't make a he couldn't make a cow in the barn if you gave him the tools to do it. Like he can't do it. It just he just can't do it. I just feel like this team up and down. That he had
And we
six
got to
games.
really consider playing Giannis at the 5 against certain teams as well. Because Brook is very limited. I told y'all about Brook. I told y'all about Brook. Y'all wanted to tell me about his block shots. Y'all wanted to tell me he was already defensive player of the year. I told y'all we needed to have the mentality of Bill Belichick and sell high with Brook
Guess
Lopez, with
and, and,
Middleton.
and guess who did that today or yesterday? The Packers. They had the cojones to get
Right,
rid and get Josh Jacobs.
right.
What's up, Prime? What's up, Prime?
What up, man? What up,
What up,
man?
Fronte?
Bucks defense has been
Bro. It's still
MIA the whole road trip. Bucks have played
Facts.
no defense the whole road trip.
Whole road trip
Defense
and
has
no
been ass.
communication. All the stuff that we was doing right, we're doing wrong now. We not communicated, not
And you
rotated.
know what?
Man,
And I'm trying to figure out why Doc got these players still in the game. Take them out the game.
yeah, it's
I
a
don't
wrap.
understand why they're still playing. Like, what you wasting Giannis? All you gonna get is a useless injury.
Right,
Because ain't no way they coming back. They ain't got no rhythm. The guards ain't
zero.
making no shots. All the guards is like 3 for 30. Every last one of them. I don't care who you put in the game. Every last guard in the game is missed like at least 10 shots.
Right. Hold on one
Like
second, Pronte. Hold on one second. Let me just get the super chat from the homie Pass. What up, Pass? Appreciate the $4.99 super chat. Did the NBA pay off our team to shoot this bad? This team needs to investigate for domestic terrorism. Shout out to you, Pass. Wild, bro. What? Oh, go ahead, Bronte. Salute, Pass. Appreciate you, bro. Go ahead, Bronte.
man, you look at Dame and Beasley. Like
Yeah.
Dame is wildly inconsistent though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you that. He good when he good, but he bad when he bad.
Yeah, that's a
And that's
fact.
it. And that's a
Yep.
fact, man. You gotta admit that when he good, he good. But when he bad, he like terrible.
Terrible. Yep.
Terrible. And I mean, he terrible today. To me,
He
when
didn't even take.
Dame
He only took 11 shots. Let me see.
he don't play
12.
with no aggression. Sometimes,
Yeah,
sometimes he
two of
don't play with no
12.
aggression.
Yeah, like
How does this can't be Kobe and Shaq? Because Kobe would never let somebody hold him to 11 shots.
mm,
He would go out
that's
gunning
a
it
fact.
down. That's not a Kobe mentality. That's not a Shaq mentality. Like as soon as I don't Kobe didn't need Shaq to give him the ball. Kobe would just take the ball. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It don't work like that. Shaq would get the ball. They will fight over the ball if they had to, because that's how aggressive both of them were. You know what I
Right.
mean? Dame is when he gets a little. It's like when he gets a little adversity, he kind of goes in the shell.
Yeah.
You know,
But
I
in
mean,
his
think
defense
about
now,
it.
let's
11
not make
shots.
it seem
11 shots.
hold on now,
No,
Pronte. Let's
there's
not
no
make it
defense.
seem
There's
like
no
they
defense.
wasn't
There's no
doubling
defense.
now. They
He
was
is.
doubling and blitzing. They made
They
it hard on him though.
so
Let's
what?
not act
They
like he
double
was
Giannis
just
every game.
yeah.
They double Kobe every game. They double Shaq every game. They double KD every game. Every superstar gets doubled. Every last one of them. That don't stop him from shooting. When he has the ball, he's literally not even being aggressive.
I'll agree with
right?
that. I agree he's not being aggressive.
It's not.
Well, he
He's not
wasn't
being
aggressive
aggressive.
today.
You already said he had 11 shots. I just watched him play a whole second half and barely took a shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He checked out. I'll
Like,
say
think
he
about.
checked out this game. I'll say he checked out. Let's get them likes
But he
up,
do
Bucks
that a
Nation. We
lot.
doing a
He
vampire
do that a
live
lot.
stream. We grinding, y'all.
He do
Come
that a
on.
lot. Like I said, when he good, he good. But when he check out, he check out.
Right.
And it ain't never bringing him back. He just checks out.
Out.
And
Yep.
it's like, and it don't make sense because what you gonna get in the playoffs when you do play Miami,
Right.
New York Knicks, Boston? Them guards gonna be all over Dame.
Yep.
So you taking out in the regular season, you're gonna be in trouble in the playoffs. I don't care what nobody say, because them guards gonna definitely blitz them. They're gonna definitely double team them, and they're gonna be intense and locked in.
Right.
And what you gonna do then? You gonna just go in the shell? You can't afford to go in the shell every day. If this is the duo, you have to always be aggressive. I don't care if you go 2 for 20. Go
Yep.
2 for 20. You see what I'm saying? Because that's like, and you in a fight. You ain't gonna throw no punches. You just gonna not punch.
Right.
They hitting you in the mouth. You like, oh, and you just sitting there.
I agree, and I think we'll see a different Dame in playoff time. I
All
honestly
I'm
think
saying is he better if he don't go out swinging,
that's
he
a
in trouble.
problem. Yeah, that's a
That's a
problem.
problem. That's a problem. I'm not
Right.
saying this game, but he often plays games where he don't swing. When he get hit with a punch at the beginning of the game, he stops swinging, and you can't afford that. We can't afford that
Right.
because it don't make sense. He's too talented to not keep swinging. You deferring to Brook Lopez. You deferring to Pat Connaughton. You
Right.
deferring to Bobby Portis, and you Dame Lillard. It don't make sense. We ain't even talking
No,
about
that's
him
fair.
passing to Giannis. We passing to Brook. When the last time Brook had a good game?
That's a great question. That is when is the last time Brook had a good game?
Last year?
Nah, he'd had a couple good games earlier in the year. I'm not gonna do that. But as of late, after All-Star break, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Brook has been very good since All-Star break. I don't think he's given
At
us
all.
much.
Not even a little bit.
I don't think he's given us much. And I think since we've been playing these younger athletic teams with athletic bigs, he been getting styled on a little bit.
I mean, my thing is if he don't make shots, he's no good.
Right, but he's only shooting threes. When did that become his only move? To shoot a three?
That's why he's no good. That's exactly why he's no good. Because they close out his threes faster. In this game, they just close out his threes faster.
That's it.
Now he can make them. He can make them, but he missing now. But he been missing since All-Star break.
Thank you.
He been missing he been missing everything since All-Star break.
He's had a terrible second half of the season. Terrible.
And Jay Crowder, he doesn't deserve to come off the bench at this point.
That's what I said. Jay Crowder needs some DMPs, bro. Jay Crowder needs some DMPs.
Does he still have 0 points? Does he still have 0 points?
Let's see.
In his game?
0.
I bet you he still got 0. I bet you he got 0 points. Like, he don't deserve to be in the game. It's like any other coach would have not played him. Because what has he done since the last 10 games? I don't know when the last time he had
has been better than Jay Crowder the second half of the season.
I'd rather see
Pat. That's saying a lot. If we're saying we'd rather see Pat Connaughton than whatever player, that's letting you know that player is really trash.
But we all know it's Chris Middleton's fault.
Because
if Chris Middleton was never injured for 30 games on an ankle injury, them bums wouldn't even be in the game.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they're only playing because Chris Middleton is not playing. So that's what we got to keep it 100. Chris Middleton isn't playing. That Jay Crowder would be on the bench if Chris Middleton was playing. So, Chris Middleton need to get his...
But you know what? I don't want Jay Crowder coming off the bench right now. I'm telling you, bro. He needs some DMPs.
I'm talking about he'll be on the bench.
Okay, on the bench, period. Okay, yeah.
With the 15th player. You wouldn't even have to play him at all if you didn't want to. Because he wouldn't be starting. You wouldn't be giving him 20, 15. He got 17 minutes there. How many minutes? You wouldn't have to give him no minutes.
That many minutes, yeah, fair.
You can bring in AJ Green. You can bring in Pat Connaughton. You can bring in anybody but him. Because obviously he not healthy or he just a bum. but he been a bum for a while
Well,
now.
for a
So
while.
he was a bum last year. He's a bum again this year. He needs to retire. At the end of the day, if he don't retire after this year, I don't know who gonna want him. Who gonna want him after this year? Like who gonna want him but the Bucks? I can't see nobody wanting him but the Bucks. I
Oh
really can't.
No, like I think he's done, bro. I think he's done. I thought it
I
was
think
the
he's done.
injury. I thought maybe he needed to get his legs back. His legs is back. He's not getting tired. He just weak. He's just weak. That's it.
He
He
just
just
waiting.
weak now. It happens. Sometimes the wheels come off. He
He's just
just
done.
weak. I'm just hoping to keep it real. We talking about Middleton. I'm almost to the point now. Let's just bring Middleton back like 5 games before the playoffs start. Like I'm almost on that type of time with Middleton. You already been out 30 games for an ankle injury. What if somebody accidentally step on your foot or you fall or something? What happened if Chris fall on the court? I mean, I just don't want to risk it with Chris. I think we should literally sit dude till 5 games before the playoffs start so he can get his legs back. So at least we'll have him for the playoffs.
Playoffs. For Friday signing, like don't touch the playoffs, otherwise he going. Oh my god! It's just,
I'm just
we gotta
saying.
protect Chris. We need Chris Middleton, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm cracking
We need.
jokes. We cracking jokes, but we need Chris Middleton.
If this ain't proof that we need Chris Middleton, I don't know what is.
We need Chris Middleton. I know we be cracking jokes, but we need him. We really do need him in this offense. We do need him.
But a lot of that's on Doc. Doc needs to work on his offensive schemes. This offense has not been as good since he came. It's been almost how many games? 20?
Yeah.
And the offense has been in the bottom half of the league. And that's on him. His offensive scheme is not that strong.
That's fair.
That's something we have to start admitting. They have not played good offense since he came. And I don't think it has nothing to do with anything but his coaching, his plays. His coaching style slowed down the pace. I think that hurt their offense a little bit because they haven't been getting as good enough shots as they were before he came.
Everything's a struggle.
Everything's a struggle, and it shouldn't be. And that's part of Doc. That's on Doc. Doc need to go talk to his offensive coach and find a better offensive scheme because that's on him. I think at some point our defense got better, but if our defense, one thing is you either play good defense or good offense. You can't play mediocre both.
Facts.
You know, and they right now what you saw today was terrible defense and mediocre offense, and that was it. Terrible defense and terrible offense basically, because their offense was trash. None of the guards could score, and I'm tired of our guards getting shown up.
Yep, I agree.
Our guards, every time they play good guards, they don't play well.
You know what? Look at Dark Can't comment to safe to say they quit. I feel like they did quit.
Yeah.
Besides Giannis, I feel like the Bucks did quit today. I feel like they didn't have it, and they didn't gonna try to go look for it either. Nope, they didn't try to go look for it either. I saw no fight, no dog in this team tonight. I'm gonna keep it real.
Be honest with you, if they keep playing like this, we're gonna have to apologize to Adrian Griffin because it's the players. It's gonna be some of those same players that was complaining. It's some of their faults because look how they playing. They starting to play the same way they played with him in the game, with him coaching. Yeah. They starting to play the same exact way. Lazy, not getting back on D, not rebounding, not showing up. They starting to play the same basketball, and it's like that's y'all.
Yeah, we do have to start blaming the players. Definitely got to start blaming the players. What up, Big Shaq?
And y'all evolve into the same thing after 5 or 6 games. Y'all get a little burst, and then y'all start looking like those same Bucks that miscue on the perimeter defense. Y'all don't start, then y'all don't get back. Then every guard is cooking y'all again. Now it's 100 points in the paint. It's like y'all, it's y'all. It's y'all. It ain't Adrian Griffin. It ain't Doc. It ain't Joe Prunty. It's the players they got on the court. And as a leader, as Giannis, he need to start checking them.
I agree
because it's some of his. And the thing is, it's not even the superstars; it's the role players that's not giving effort, and that's something you can't have on a championship game. You can't have role players not playing, not showing up for game. I mean, it's one thing to not show up, but not show up with effort.
Right.
You can't have role players playing that do that. That just can't be a thing. Especially if
I
you
just
call
think
yourself a
they
championship
quit
game.
today. Let's just keep it real, y'all. They quit today. Besides Giannis, they quit. They quit.
But they do that. They did that a lot this season. They quit on a lot of games this season. They do that a lot. Like they don't play with no effort or energy a lot, and it's like that's why don't nobody really believe in them because
Yeah.
they don't bring the effort and energy. They just take too many games off. They I don't know if they're an arrogant team or they're just an old team. It's hard to tell.
I think it's a mixture of both. But let me let B Shack, what up, bro? Let me let you pop in. What you feeling about tonight's game, man?
Y'all need to calm down. Y'all need to calm down. I'm just settle down, man. All this stock offense, man. They just had a great offensive game, man. Killing the other team with the pick and roll. Can we get a little perspective tonight? This is the end of a road trip, and they're playing when they don't do good against bad. They literally have to psych themselves up and play at a whole other speed they don't like to play at. When they have to D up against a team that's this fast, then on offense they get sped up and they get out of offensive rhythm. They're at the end of this road trip, man. This don't overstate it, man.
Okay.
This is just I think this is a bad matchup for them. And I just think
And,
that when out with the type of energy this team came out with, I saw the first 2 minutes. I said, "Nah, this ain't gonna be a good night, man."
Mm-hmm.
Because they've been on the West Coast, man. This is the NBA. If you're on the West Coast, man, for several days or a week or so, by the end, man, you just be trying to get back home, man. So all I'm saying, I'm not saying that you guys are off. I'm just saying I think right now you've been a prisoner of the moment because I
yeah.
think even the NBA experts can see the team has turned around. But we act like they haven't made any progress. They have made progress. As soon as we get Middleton back, man, and get them integrated a little bit, we're gonna be fine, man. We're gonna be fine.
Hold on 1 second. Hold your thought real quick, B Shack. Let me just get Nick's super chat. Hold on. What up, Nick? Appreciate you popping in with the 4.99 super chat. Chris returns. How much time do you think Middleton would need to sync with the team? I would say like 5 games. I say like 5 games, Nick. Appreciate the super chat. I say like 5 games. What y'all think?
I I I
I
just
think it
want
matter.
once Middleton comes back, I still just want them to slowly put Middleton like off the bench a little bit or moving. I mean, they have to do something with keep it. They have to keep a superstar on the court. Like if they be off the court, you got to put Giannis back in. Until the fourth quarter. Then I mean, it just I can't trust Portis too much. I trust Portis, but I can't trust the other guys to get points off the bench if they can't consistently hit all the time. You need a consistent 10 points from somebody. You're gonna get it from somebody, but Jay
Our bench
Crowder,
is suspect. Our bench is
yeah, I'm
suspect.
I'm just upset. I understand what you're saying. You're right. We were going a little bit too hard, like a little bit hard on him, but it's like we see it too much. Jay Crowder still points tonight again. I mean, we need Mills back badly. Thank God we're gonna be home for the next
Mm-hmm.
couple. That was the last game of the road trip in the West Coast. There's gonna be no more late games over there, so I'm happy
Yeah.
for that. And we're still in second, no matter what happens tonight. So that's another plus. So
Right.
I'm just upset. Right, it was like they wanted this game bad. They wanted to beat the Bucks, and they got it. But I mean, like people were saying, like it's the last game road trip. You're not probably gonna see that team anyway. But let's
Mm-hmm.
get over. But I would just, I don't know.
I'm gonna say that the Bucks could have been 0-4 easily on this road trip
Facts.
if we really being honest. So these were quality teams. They played. The only team they beat was a team with their two best players out of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like they barely beat them. So if we being honest, they could have went 0-4 this whole road trip. They got dominated 2 of those games against 2 legit playoff teams. And how can you not be worried? I
I agree.
mean, both that
Well,
first game and that last game looked exactly the same. Looked exactly the same.
yeah.
Out intensity, out physical, out hustled, too fast. How many teams do you think the Bucks gonna play that slow in the playoffs?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see too many. It's not too many matchups. The first round is gonna be Indiana probably
Right.
the fastest team in the league. So Miami always out energy and hustles us. Where are the slow teams? Boston is not slow. There's no slow teams but the Bucks in Cleveland. So where are the slow teams we gonna play in the playoffs? They don't exist. I mean, they just don't exist. So what the Bucks gonna have to figure out is how to slow down fast teams, and I
Teams.
have
Yep.
not seen that all year. I have not seen that all year. If you tell me one game where they actually slow down a fast team, they have not used their
Well,
size effectively against fast teams. They have not got back on D, but Lopez has not played a role in those games. Dame has been shook every. Think about all the fast teams he's played. Indiana, what did Dame do against Indiana? Nothing. All 4 games, maybe all 5 games. He really didn't do much. He got cooked by Halliburton all 5 games. He got cooked by the only good game he played was against these Kings, against the 5 teams at Milwaukee. And I don't even think he just hit the game winning shot. I think that was it. So, going 0-4 against playoff teams is not really good when you call yourself a contender. You know, we can say we beat the Clippers, but did we? Did we beat the Clippers? You know, come on now. If the Clippers would have beat us without Giannis and Dame, would we said they did something? I don't think we would have. So,
all right, let me
we. I mean, come on now.
listen.
Let's be
This,
honest. The Bucks
I,
have looked the same all year, and that's the problem.
I
They had
got you,
3 different
Conte.
coaches.
I
They
got
starting
you.
to look the same again. Dame is struggling and shooting. When he shoots bad, we play bad. You know, so
Just
we
to
go
add
as Dame
context
go.
to what
Which
Pronte just said, the Bucks are 21-0 when Dame shoots over 50%. 21-0. We haven't lost
Listen,
yet with Dame shoot
listen.
over 50%.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. When he shoots bad, we
Nah,
play bad. Typically, it's hard. It's hard to win like that. So we can't afford for him. In order for us to win it, we can't afford too many of those games by Dame. We in game 60 something, 20 games. That means 40 games he has shot under 50%. That's what that means. So you know, we just hoping that Dame figures it out. We're hoping that Chris Middleton comes back with
Mm-hmm.
some energy. We hoping that Brook Lopez does something in the playoffs. That's hopes. We have not seen it yet for a sustained period of time, if we're being honest. That's the problem. Like, we haven't seen it. Like, I've seen more energy out of Golden State lately than the Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they starting to look like they rounded some type of corner because they're just fighting hard and they're playing hard and they're consistent. Like, they've been since the All Star, they probably won
I
14 of
agree
the
with
last
that,
17
John.
games, and you can see how their energy. So, and no one sets the picks for Dame, but Dame needs a lot of work to score to be a
Mm-hmm.
superstar. That's enough. Yeah, and it ain't even that Dame
can I
played
jump in?
okay, but we don't.
Can I?
We don't know if Dame could be Shaq because he wasn't playing aggressive at all. It's like he sold the game before it started.
I got you. Got
Go
you.
go ahead, B
They
Shaq.
just coming off. They just coming off a game and both guys played hit. I mean, what 30? Giannis and
Just
Dame
one
30
second,
points.
B Shaq. Before you get started, B Shaq, 1 second, 1 second. I just want to rattle off Dame's last few games, right? So today was a bad game. He had 10 points, 35, 28, 20, 41, 16. So he did have a good stretch and 2 bad games in between. So
Yeah, yeah, I appreciate that. Listen, we can't play the okay. This team didn't have this starter or these starters. This is the type of year where almost everyone you play is going to have somebody missing. Guys, guys, teams are being very careful with their personnel right now, and so to me, I don't even look at it that way. It's all even because we missing Chris Middleton. So I'm not going to subtract
Right.
from the Bucks when they team that doesn't have a player or two. I'm not going to do that. The fact of the matter is, listen, let's look at this. Let's look at the road trip. Golden State, you have to understand, they just got embarrassed on national television by the Celtics, and they are a champion. I fully expected them to play well in that game. So you know something, the Bucks maybe shouldn't have gotten blown out, but I expected Golden State to play well that game and probably get the W. They should have won the Laker game. The Laker game and the Clipper game should have been their game. I still say tonight, in perspective, after coming off a really strong win where it was unanimous across the NBA landscape that the Bucks offense with Dame and Giannis looked as good as it's ever had. That was what everyone was waiting for. It's one game later, and we acting like the world has come to an end. We gotta be more steady than this. We gotta be more analytical than this. It's the end of a road trip. They probably play the fastest team in the NBA. They are a slow team. We know this. It's a bad matchup. But to go and say, well, they're not gonna figure it out. We don't need to go to the valley on every loss. We just don't have to. It was a bad loss. And one of the problems is this. We've got, and let's be honest about Beasley and people like Crowder. We got we got backups playing starter minutes. That's a problem.
That's a fact. One
Problem.
second, B Shack.
You
1
need
second, B Shack. 1 second. Let me just get Nick. Let me just get Nick super chat. 1 second, B Shack. Nick, with the 4.99 super chat said, "Pronte, are you saying we are washed this season? We can't trade anyone right now." I'm gonna let you finish your thought, B Shack, and then I want you to respond to that,
yeah.
Pronte. Go ahead,
I'm
B
gonna
Shack.
I'm gonna finish up. It's just that again, if Beasley isn't hitting shots, he's just of no use. You cannot go as cold as he goes. I understand if you're a great 3-point shooter, you're not going to hit every shot, but you cannot go ice cold for long
Mm,
period of time on the court. That's an issue. Doc
Wide open shot.
Doc I think Doc has done an outstanding job with this team. We know if we can remember how really lost this team was.
right.
Doc did an outstanding job. But Doc's main issue right now, I see, is he's too stubborn with not playing these young guys.
I said that last
Especially
line. I,
especially when you play a fast team. But listen, you guys, this is Bucks Nation. Daniel, Pronti, I always respect you guys' perspective. I'm just encouraging you tonight, okay? I know, I'm being the pastor tonight. I'm encouraging
Go ahead, B Shack. Go ahead, fam.
you. It really just a bad loss at the end of a road trip. That's really what it is.
yeah. It's just. I
And then I
mean,
think at our age, we gonna have some of these games. We an older team too. Let's just keep it real, y'all. We're an older team, and some nights they just don't have their legs. It
Yeah.
I'm not making excuses, Bucks Nation. I'm just keeping it real. Most of our star players or most of this team is 30 or above. And I just think some nights they just might not have their legs. And I think that's fair. And I think in the playoffs, when you don't have to play the back-to-backs like that, you'll see a better, more consistent Bucks team. I think we're more built for the playoffs than the regular season. Let's keep it all the way real. That's what I think the Bucks
All
are
day,
gearing up for. They're just trying to get out of the regular season. That's why I
yeah.
think we're seeing those inconsistencies. And they waiting for the playoffs. I think the Bucks, you'll see a much different Bucks team come playoff time and a somewhat healthy Middleton. That's what I got.
from the
I,
Go
I
ahead,
think we
Pronte.
can't to respond to that point.
Mhm.
Some of the players on the Bucks are clearly washed.
That's
I would say about half of them are washed. Let's be honest. Like, and we all know that. Everybody watching. Reason why we can't get back on D is because they're washed.
they're
Like,
slow.
come
Yeah, they ain't
on,
got no
they,
legs.
they ain't got no legs. The reason why we have these excuses is because we got a lot of washed players, and that's it. Because we talk. The reason why the Bucks are losing is because of effort.
Correct.
Because their legs are too old. They can't run to get the ball. They can't move their hand up fast enough to block a shot. We talking about some Uncle Drews. That's what we talking about. We got a couple Uncle Drews on the team.
Well,
And let's be honest, we look at our excuses. They just
go
couldn't
back.
make it there, man. Just couldn't get down the court.
The team is too fast. Yeah,
The team is too they're moving too
Y'all
fast.
can't be too fast, bro.
This is basketball. They
Hey,
run.
if we had 2 days of rest, we'll get the Kings everything they want. If the Bucks had 2 days of rest before this game, we giving Sacramento that work.
If we had a week off, we'll give them
No, but for real,
though.
B-Shack, I agree with what you're saying.
I agree
But
with
I
you saying,
also think
B-Shack.
the lack of Middleton is really affecting us. Bucks Nation, we doing the vampire live stream. Let's get the likes up. Hey, this ain't coming out of your paycheck, your 401k. This is for the free 99. Come on, y'all. That's how people find the content. Hit the like button. What's up with y'all? We should be at like 70, 80 likes. We at 36. Step y'all bars up. Just because the Bucks is being lazy, don't give y'all a reason to be lazy. Let's go, Bucks Nation. My bad. Let's carry on, gentlemen.
I'm sorry about that. I'm just saying that. That's what I say at the gym when I'm right now. And I'm pretty young, but I just gonna wait. Give me a couple plays, brother. You know, like I watched.
B-Shack, I'm gonna let you retort to that, but there is some validity to the jokes, though. B-Shack, there's some validity to the jokes.
You know, when you ain't got it no more, you be like, dang, I used to block that back in the day.
I think Brooke, man, he needs some shock treatment on his legs or something. He
what?
He kind of bad.
Say shock treatment.
I mean, he be sagging like a boxer just got hit on the chin, man. He just Brooke is struggling, and Brooke is struggling, and guys are actually going at him. I don't know if perhaps it's something they've seen on the scouting report, because where he used to get blocked before, guys are going at him and shooting the ball high off the glass with no respect. Of course, all the quick players, they have floaters. He's too scared to come out on. And then every time someone scores at him, he's gonna look around at someone else in frustration, like someone's to bail him out.
Yeah, he don't take accountability. You
just getting pummeled, man. And at the cup now, and that's a problem. I would admit that's a problem, and I think in the playoffs, the Bucks are probably going to have to go small a whole lot.
Yeah, Bobby P might have to play the 5.
What's the problem with that? What's the problem with going small? You know what's the problem? We got a man that sat out half a season on an ankle injury. That's how, and that would be part of the small ball. If he gonna have to exert himself at extra energy playing against a bigger player, and he gonna hurt himself again, and we know that's going to happen. You know it because
he got this. No, we're not gonna baby Middleton like that. Middleton straight. That's why they taking their time with his recovery.
We ain't got to baby him. He was just gonna get injured again. That's all that's gonna happen because his body is breaking down, literally breaking down. This is real life. We're watching him fall apart, literally, and we know it. Every 10 games, he gets injured, some way, somehow. So it don't matter where it's at. It don't matter what part of his body. He gonna find a way to be injured. So my point is, we got 2 racehorses and a whole bunch of old broken down pieces around them. And we need to address that in all season. That's what concerns me about the playoffs. Because what team is going to say, "Oh, let's slow down the pace for the Bucks." Because when playoffs, we're supposed to slow down. You have to slow a team down. They don't have to. They're not just going to slow down if that's their advantage. My point is, I haven't seen the Bucks' ability to play a fast team and get them to slow down. The Bucks are like in this game. What did the Bucks have to do? They had to speed up, and they looked terrible speeding up,
Mm-hmm.
especially under Doc's offense, because Doc doesn't want to play a speed up offense. Whereas Eddie Griffin was like, whatever, it's whatever, but he wasn't really doing nothing. But we know that the Bucks have to find a way to slow the fast teams down, or else they don't. They're gonna lose one of them.
Go ahead,
Go
B
ahead, B.
Shaq.
And I remind you of something as a gentleman who had actually sat down as a kid and watched basketball from the early '80s when it was on tape delay. Here's a
Hilarious.
newsflash.
Yeah.
Newsflash. In the playoffs, the game down.
Mm-hmm.
See fast normally. The last
That's a good point.
fast
That's a good point.
game was when it comes to playoffs. Look at the teams that usually win. Teams that are good in the half court, that play solid defense. The Lakers, Denver. I mean, these are not like racehorse teams. And so I'm saying, again, perspective. When we get to the playoffs, the game slows down. Why? Because everyone is so um, at the top of their game mentally. No, you don't have to worry about getting people up for the playoffs. Everybody's up. You don't have to worry about guys coming out like ready to play. The, you scouting for the team now. You're scouting for the same team over the course of 2 weeks. So it's a whole different game in the playoffs. Everybody knows that regular season and playoffs are different. So when you make the point, Fronty, that okay, who's gonna slow down for the sake of the Bucks? No, the games in the playoffs slow down. They become more of a chess match. And I'm telling you, the pick and roll game of Giannis and Dame is what everyone has to worry about in the playoffs. That's the type of combo in the playoffs that works. And you're going to have Middleton on the other side. The key is going to be health. That's the key.
Correct.
It only thing keeping us from the Eastern Conference Finals, minimum, is health. I'm not worried about no other team in the East but Boston. And I think if Middleton gets incorporated with it, I mean, really, I think Boston has shown if you can keep the game tight going into the fourth quarter, they break down.
That's a
They don't
fact.
they don't finish the game strong. And Jason Tatum's ability to come up big at the in the fourth quarter in crunch time is shaky. So I guess I'm a little more confident. I understand their weaknesses, but the Bucks are built for the playoffs,
Mm-hmm.
guys. They're
I
built for
did
the
mention
playoffs.
that. I do agree with that. I do think we are built for the playoffs. And that's why I say
Yeah.
I just think we're trying to get out of the regular season the best we can and then dial in the playoffs.
I mean, I never seen too many good championship teams do that. So my point is, I've never seen most championship teams do that. To be honest with you, to say, "Oh, we just gonna wait to the regulars, we gonna wait to the playoffs to play good." Come on, y'all. That's far fetched. They got to put together some teams to get some stretch against some good teams, quality teams, and beat them, and just beat them.
Much better.
This is their opportunity to show that. We think about the first 6 games they won. How many of those were quality teams? 2. It's only 2. We have to start proving that we're a contender at some point, or we gonna just wait for the playoffs and do that. So I guess
No,
we're gonna go out.
we're not.
But if Miami, but I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna say this: if Miami Heat did it, maybe we can too,
There we go.
because that's the only way I see. But what's the difference between Miami Heat and us? They're young. They got energy. Our problem is we're waiting on the Bucks to play with energy. And like you said, maybe they wait the whole season to play with energy. They're gonna just give it a run in the playoffs. But I think people play harder in the playoffs and they play smarter. And the Bucks, to me, are a smart team. They just don't play hard. And they got a lot of role players that don't do enough. To me, when I was coaching, I did not like role players that did not play hard. How are you
That's fair.
contributing to the team if you're not playing hard and you're not a star? Like, and you going out like you really the man. You ain't the man. So act like you ain't, play like you gonna earn a check. Giannis can't be out there the only one playing like they earning a check every night. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, if if you want to be a name, the Bucks don't got nobody. That's what you telling me. So the Bucks don't got nobody on their team that wants to make a name for themselves.
Okay, let me
And
respond to the point.
that's crazy to me.
It's
Go
not.
ahead, B Shaq.
It's not about waiting for the playoffs. Listen, the Bucks right now are better than they were a month ago. They're better than they were 2 weeks ago. They're going to be better than they are now a week from now. They're going to be better than that 2 weeks from now. They're building. It's not about waiting and then all of a sudden turn the switch. They are building. Uh, they are getting more used to each other. They're going to get Middleton back. They're going to continue to get their defense tighter. They're going to be building over these next 4 weeks toward the playoffs. The team you see right now, when you get to the playoffs, is going to be a much better team. And so, no, I don't think they're going to just turn it on, but I think they're going to keep the
I mean,
key.
but I don't know, man, because
I
I
mean, we
feel
gotta
like
admit, we just shot bad today though too,
I
P
just want,
Shaq.
but that's my
We
point. That's my
shot
point. I
bad.
don't know about that because I can see the Bucks. I can see Beasley putting up some stinkers in the playoffs. I can see those other shooters shooting bad again a lot of times in the playoffs. To be honest with you, because who's a proven playoff? Beasley's not a proven playoff player. He's not even a proven regular season player. So what are we talking? Who he? I can see him going 1 for 10 in the playoffs. Because he hasn't did
So
nothing in the playoffs
I,
ever.
I can see them. I can
And
see
it's
them getting hot in the playoffs.
Bobby
You're
Portis.
looking at
Bobby Portis has done
you're
nothing
looking
in the
at
playoffs
a
ever.
partly cloudy day. You're looking at a partly cloudy day. I'm looking at a partly sunny day.
I hear
Looking at a
you, but I'm just saying.
I
I
see you
mean,
with the analogy.
partly cloudy, yes. But I'm just saying, we've been waiting like shit. We've been saying, give him 20 games, give him 30 games, give him 40 games, give him. They're looking like the same exact team the whole year. If we not being honest, what are we saying here? This is the same team that started game one. They look the same. They look exactly the same. So that's what's concerning me. It's like, yeah, they have great like 3 or 4 great games. Then they got like 4 or 5 games like this. Just like unfocused, don't come out to play. And you get what you get. You know what I mean? You get what you get. Maybe the team is bad enough. But we played some trash teams at the beginning of the year, and we know that. We definitely know that. And we play none but legit teams now. So, we're gonna see how that I don't come out to play every day works. Cause
We
they
gotta have some type of spin. Daniel, how you feel about everything? Go ahead, Daniel. Tap in. What
Well,
you thinking, bro?
I'm looking at the schedule right now. They're gonna play 76ers Thursday. Then they're gonna play at home against the Suns. Then the road trip against the Celtics. Then they play the Nets. Then the Thunder. Then they play at home against the Lakers and the Pelicans. And then the last game of the March before the April schedule, they play the Hawks. So I'm just looking at that now. I'm like, you know, we're playing a couple playoff teams, couple of teams that really ain't gonna be there. And I mean, I understand what Prate's saying because Beasley was driving me crazy this game. His wide open shots, he's missing them, and
But
he
as a
just had no.
team, we were missing wide open shots. I mean, we're not gonna shoot 20% from three again. That's probably not gonna happen for the rest of the year. I mean, we just really had an
And
off shooting game. We
I would
shot
agree.
sub four. Let me to be honest. I think this is our worst shooting game of the year. It might be. This might be our worst shooting game of the year, low key. Let me just see what we
And
shot. I think we shot like 37%. That's
yeah,
definitely one of our lows for this year.
I
Definitely.
will. I agree with B Shaq on this. This is still a long.
38% we shot today. 38. You're not gonna get that many times from the Bucks.
They've been away from home for 8 games, 8 days, or almost close 10 days. It's been a long time since they've been home. So I understand what it shouldn't matter, but at the same time they've been gone for a long time. They probably want to get out of there, go home. I mean, I get that, but at the same time, the effort the effort got me upset. I'm not gonna say they're not gonna do anything. I think what they're saying is we gotta be ready if they gotta have somebody. If I don't know, it's just the young guys need to get more involved. I had a rant on here saying about AJ Green for a reason because I knew Jay Crowder just not gonna do it. I mean, I'm just why I got
Boy, Jay.
upset because I can see. I mean, you had Doc Rivers just raved about the guy. He had 2 EMPs like in his whole road trip. He didn't give him no play until the night. Like, come on, you gotta play your young guys too. Like, if you know you got some guys that's really hungry on the court, then use them. I mean, how many times you see Marshawn Beauchamp not playing?
Yeah,
He's in the EMP. He got drafted first round. I mean, we got. I mean, it's probably
Dak
not
has
gonna
to
be.
change his mentality. What he's been doing the last decade hasn't worked. So you need to remix something, and something is adding youth. I'm cool on, like I said, I'm cool at this point on Jay Crowder. I don't want to hear about Jay Crowder to playoff. That man has done nothing since All-Star break. Absolutely nothing. I would prefer Andre Jackson Jr. or Beauchamp to be in there. Let them make their mistakes, but at least they can move and give you something. Jay Crowder ain't doing nothing but getting cardio and mean mugging people and arguing about foul calls. That's it. He's giving, man, dude, Jay Crowder, he is washed. Them 5 draft picks is charged to the game. He is washed. We just hope that we can get something from Jay Crowder. We just hope that Brook Lopez is somewhat playable in the postseason. But Brooke, I don't know, bro. You went to Stanford and you be doing some very low IQ stuff that I just can't understand. I just don't. Why would you drop back all the way under the basket and think you're defending? How do you see someone doing the floater and you jump after the floater is already past you? I've just never seen stuff like this before. And again, hey, B-Shack, hey, hey, Pronte, hey, damn, bro, it's almost like the electricity is gone, bro. Like the brain is saying one thing and the body is doing something else. It's like when a boxer said, like when De La Hoya said he's fighting Pacquiao. He's like, man, I saw my hole, but I couldn't let my hands go. I saw everything I needed to see. He said, I couldn't let my hands go. That's why I sat on the stool.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't I realized I couldn't do what I used to do. And that's where we at with Jay Crowder. We want you to sit down on the stool, sir, for the rest of this season. Until something happens, we need you. Bro, we got 3 young dudes that got some energy. They got some game. We know what Jay Crowder is. He's Flint, Michigan water right now. He's Flint, Michigan water right now. He is not healthy to consume or be on the court right now.
Hey, Jay Crowder is, man. Go ahead, Daniel.
No, I just 16 minutes, 0 points. I mean, how many times you gonna have to see that? Like, you might as well trade back for BJ Tucker then. If I know get some defense from him.
There you go. Yeah, no, that's fair. I think we would get more out of PJ Tucker than we would out of Crowder. B-Shack, sure. I know you feel a way about this. Go ahead and say what you got to say, B-Shack. Go ahead.
Well, I watched PJ Tucker the other night, and he still got a little wiggle in his hips on defense. He still got a little wiggle in his, and I mean he's not going to give you anything on offense, but he's gonna play. He's gonna take someone out the game. He's gonna
make it hard. Right.
He's gonna play hard. I just think, and I just think that speed kills us. Speed kill us, man. But it's a combination of not only speed. If the team is fast and they're hitting their 3-pointers,
Yeah.
we're usually dead water, man. Because you can be fast and the Bucks can still play with you. But if you're really hitting everything you're throwing up, that's tough. And like D'Angelo Russell cooked us the other night. He cooked us.
Right.
He cooked us, man. And again, if a team is going to run up and down the court, you gotta play physical. You gotta take them out there rhythm. You gotta do something. You just can't just let them just do what they want
There
to
you go,
do.
B-Shaq. There you go, B-Shaq. That's what it was. It's not that they're slow. They're playing soft as ever, too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I agree with
I agree
that point.
with that.
There's no
They got
physicality with this
That
team right now.
there's
There's
no
no
physicality.
physicality. No
Because you're right. If
physicality.
you big and long, you gotta play tough. You gotta play big and long. You gotta play like some bullies. There's no
That's like the
bully on defense on this team. There's no extra bumps. There's no, there's no physicality going to the
Besides
rim.
Bobby P. I'll give Bobby P that. Bobby P too
I'm
try to
saying,
play with
but
some physicality.
I'm saying, well, you know what physicality look like. I
Yeah.
mean, you can't do a lot of physicality in the league, but if you do it right, you ain't people ain't coming to the rim at will. I'm gonna
That's
tell
true.
you right now, they even if you foul them, you gonna make them feel you. You know you fouled them, but they gonna feel the foul.
look at
They're
it.
not gonna sit there and be like, oh, you gonna know they gonna foul them. You gonna feel it. They're like, man, I ain't going back. That dude almost killed me.
Right.
And because you gotta do you not gonna keep up with them with the speed. So there's a way to slow them
Hey, hey,
down,
hey,
and you got to be physical.
Amara, listen.
Yeah.
Listen. I used to be able to play a little bit, and I've had the experience of being an older player, going down to the rec center,
Mm-hmm.
and every once in a while they put one of them young, fast dudes on you, and you know you can't do nothing with them. The only thing I got is a forearm, right? That's the only thing I got.
Elbow.
And all I can say is,
little
yo,
physical. That's
every
what I'm saying.
every
You gotta
time
rough them up a little bit. Make it
one
hard
pass,
on them.
you're gonna get an elbow, you're gonna get a chicken wing. I'm gonna stick my foot out. That's the only card I got to play. If someone is faster than you cannot just let them just have their way, man. You got to say, nah, you're not gonna embarrass me tonight.
Hold on 1 second,
You're not
B
gonna make
Shack. Hold on 1 second. Let me get Hoy Street E a super chat. What up, Hoy Street E? Appreciate the $4.99 super chat. Lopez is our biggest issue on offense. You mean to tell me the most we gonna get out of our big is a pick and pop with Dame? Come on, man. That's all he is now. He's a 3-point shooter. I agree. Go ahead, B Shack.
and Lopez, I'm sorry. If you're gonna take a shot from the outside, take it. If you wanna take a shot in the post, take it. But don't be trying to put the ball on the floor. Don't try to go into your bag, man. You don't have no bag. You don't have no bag. You're like a sloth trying to get to the
Right.
hole,
Trying to
man,
move.
sometimes.
Everything looked
You
like
know?
it's happening in slow motion times two. The
Yeah,
foot,
man.
and then he'd be like it looked
Put your
crazy when he be trying to do a
I
move.
mean,
It looked crazy.
hold
I'm like, what are you
on.
doing? All Lopez stole money from the Bucks. Salute to him. Go ahead, John.
I think
yeah,
buffering when he's
John
moving.
Horst, John Horst put together this slow team. John Horst signed these deals.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point, if they really want to restructure this team, they're gonna have to change the GM. That's the bottom line.
Mm. Whoa.
They're gonna
Hold on now.
because there's a certain type of player he.
I'm not mad at that. I'm actually not mad at that at all, B Shat. Someone has to be held accountable for what we're seeing. And it does have to go to the GM. His job is on the line this year, regardless, y'all. His job is definitely on the line. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. His job is on the line this year. I think if the Bucks are not successful, which I believe they will be, I think he will be fired. He'll be the first person fired.
Yeah, he
I've been saying that like since some of this had to be on John Horse. You can't play 3 coaches. You can't always get the oldest player in free agency. Can't keep doing that and not come around to hurt you. You gotta have
Yeah.
some vision for the future and where the NBA is going. They ain't going the way of Gallinari. You know?
oh
Well, how was you
no
Gallinari?
man.
Hey,
Oh my
Like
Gallo.
you know, that's not where
oh
the NBA is going. He was already slow. He's slower, and he's already been slow. So you know you can't keep getting the oldest player in free agency. It don't make sense for the Bucks to keep getting this old player in free agency.
I agree.
But we look who we just talked about. We talked about PJ
yeah,
Tucker
that move alone.
and Jay Crowder. Jay Crowder, both of
Why
them
you
was
say his
38,
name like
35.
that? Jake Crowder. All right, go ahead, bro.
hey, bro.
Cause Jay Crowder, how many? Jay Crowder.
All
Like,
right,
we
bro,
got Jay
come
Crowder. Like, what? Then we gave up like 8 second-round picks for him. And then, I mean, can we get somebody with some upswing? Somebody that's going to go up instead of already going down? We get everybody that's going downhill. It don't really make sense to build that way. How are you building a team that way?
Our mistake was re-signing Middleton and Brook Lopez. That was our
I'm going to ask you a
mistake.
question. I agree with you. But how many washed up players do we have on the Bucks? And be honest. Like championship, even if they win a champion, how many players are over the hill that we have on this team that you can't see them get no better than what they are? As a matter of fact, they already regressed. How many players we got on this team that's like that?
I don't want to say that. I'm just gonna say I want to give him to the playoffs. I want to see what happened in the playoffs. I'm not gonna call nobody what.
No,
That's fair. Hold on, man. We gotta wait till the
no, no, no,
playoffs to
no, no.
see. So we got the
I'm saying
playoff Middleton, as people say, playoff Pat Connaughton. So
that's not
some
what
of
I'm saying
players
though.
level
That's
up
what
in
I'm
the
saying.
And
playoffs.
we got
So we
which
Regardless,
gonna
way
see
to
who
go
level up.
is right.
I'm saying regardless win or lose it all, how many players are over the hill on the Bucks?
Maybe
There's
half.
no way. Maybe half. That's half your team over the hill. Half your team is getting worse at a dramatic rate next year. You got that feeling.
Dramatic
Hold
rate.
on
Come
now.
on, bro.
Come on now.
He
Come
said
on now.
dramatic rate. Go ahead, Daniel.
Who
Go ahead. Would you say something,
is
Daniel?
Brook Lopez
No,
going to be better next
because I'm
year?
No.
second.
Is Chris Middleton going to be better next year?
No,
Jay Crowder going to be better next year?
no,
Pat Connaughton going to be better next year?
no.
He like a lawyer in the courtroom,
Uh,
man.
How many players do we have like that? That's crazy. We probably the
I
only
got,
team that
I got,
got that.
I got to say this point. Like we look at what the Bucks doing right now, and all these old players, and we look what the Packers doing. We got the youngest team in the league
Right.
right now,
Exactly.
and they got rid of Aaron Jones. I mean, I was sad they did it, but look, they're doing what we should have been doing with the Bucks. And that's the one point I'm getting. Like they're gonna compete. You know they're gonna be there. They're young. I mean, their philosophy is keep these players. If you like over like 29, they get rid of you. Get out of here. Like,
And they,
I
but
mean,
we a little old, y'all. We a little
And
old. Like
and guess what? Bobby Portis is 26 or 27, but don't he act like an old 26 or
yeah,
27?
yeah. I've been saying that. Like Bobby Portis
Uh,
act like he
can
like
I interject
45.
for 1 second here? 1 second here. One
go ahead,
second
go
here.
ahead, go ahead.
1 second. 1 second.
Please don't tell me that's TJ, whatever his name. Oh.
Hey, Squid, what's up with you, bro? Is you gonna put on your pants and hop in the pod? You doing a lot of slick talking in the chat, bro. I don't play like that, bro. I know you think it's trolling is funny, but I don't play like that. I don't let nothing go, sir. 2749 North 10th Street, where I was raised, sir. We don't play like that. I don't let these little slick comments go. You don't gotta be here, bro. I don't need you, fam. We all good. What he say up in here? I only reply to super chat. I posted everybody comments. Who else is doing that, nerd? Who else is posting everybody chat? Huh? And allowing you, if you're man enough, I'll allow you to, you can tap in. Who else is doing that? It's free for anybody to tap in. I'm not charging nobody to tap in. I post everybody comments. If you don't go to your room and close your door and shut up,
Oh man.
talking reckless up in here. Who? You ain't never called in here one time and stay talking crazy. And in the name of Squid, what does that mean? What does that stand for? Who are you? Talking crazy for Wendy's free Wi-Fi in the parking lot. If you don't get out of here,
Man,
enjoy your evening, sir. I'll put the link in the chat. If you can talk this late and your mama don't say nothing to you, feel free to tap in. Or if it's too late for you to talk. Don't play with me, bro. Weirdo. Go ahead, y'all.
Let me time
Mario,
out real
have it,
quick.
man. But you know the biggest concern with all of this. The biggest concern with all of this is if we exit early in the playoffs, what is Giannis going to think? And what is Giannis going to do? If he sees that this team is old, and the one player you could see Giannis saying, I would never want to be moved, is Chris, and he sees that Chris can't even stay on the court. Yo, I don't know what Giannis is going to do, man. I know Giannis is loyal, but
it's too much loyalty. I mean, it was a story a long time ago. I don't know if you know this on Big Shaq, but we almost traded for Jimmy Butler, and Giannis told them no, don't do it. I want to keep Middleton here. That was like 2019, and I'm like,
wow.
Yeah, I read that story. I'm like, he wanted to keep Middleton here. Luckily, won a championship, but it's like stuff like that. Too much loyalty will cost you something that you should be trying to strive to get. It's just. I mean, you gotta take the feeling sometimes out of it, and you gotta know what you gotta think about business too. I mean, I love Giannis to death, but sometimes he's just too loyal.
Hey, Daniel, suppose part of Giannis's reason for not wanting for Jimmy Butler is that Jimmy's out too much. Jimmy's hurt too much. Just imagine if that was part of his thought process. Now look at Middleton. He's as hurt as much or more than Jimmy Butler during the regular season. So, and just could you imagine having Jimmy Butler in the playoffs with Giannis? Oh my goodness. Jimmy's cold, man, in the playoffs. I feel Jimmy more than I feel Jason Tatum in the playoffs by far.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean,
I agree.
You're right.
I agree with you there.
I mean, if everything's fall off the cliff, then it's going to be pretty much on John Horst, pretty much, because he put this team together. He knew this team going to be slow, but I understand that.
I'm with y'all. We if we don't win it now, what we gonna do? We gonna have to rebuild. We know that.
Right.
That's the real issue. It's like we're gonna have to rebuild, so we gotta win it now. So we gotta hope everything B Shaq just talked about happens in the playoffs. When the game slow down a lot and the Bucks look fast. And aggressive, because the game does slow down in the playoffs. But it depends on how the refs call the game. You got to be physical to slow the game down. So the Bucks gonna have to find some physicality between now and we saw 5 games where they played physical. When they played really good defense because they were physical and aggressive, we saw those games. So there is this in them, but in the playoffs, everything ramps up.
Yeah.
The start, you know the real from the fake. So but some players, like, we don't know. Like Beasley's an unknown. Like I said, Beasley, we don't know about him in the regular season or the playoffs. He's a pretty decent regular season player. He's just not,
you don't know about,
but he's streaky as ever in the regular season. And so in the playoffs, can you really depend on him? he might get you a game. I don't know. We don't know. He can get completely terrible in the playoffs for all we know. But
But can't we
because his
also
defense,
acknowledge one more? Can we acknowledge one more thing? The referees have
yeah,
totally hijacked the way they call Dame going to the basket.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Dame
Yeah,
is one of the best guards I've ever seen at drawing fouls. They have totally changed the way
Yep, they're calling
they
for it.
they referee. And I'm hoping in the playoffs, with the eyes of the whole world watching, they kind of go back a little bit to the way they were calling it in the play and before in the playoffs. But man, they've really hurt his game, man. They've cost him at least 6 points per game. The way they've been refereeing him and not giving him calls going to the basket and on his 3-point shots. Man, how many times he gotten fouled, going up with the ball? And you can tell he's really
I just know,
frustrated by it.
that. Yeah, I just know that Dame is a mentally tough person, and if he
Mm-hmm.
wants to win a championship, he's gonna have to ramp his mental toughness up. Because the game changes all the time, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And yeah, they calling him a little differently, but that can't be the reason why you don't show up. You see what I'm saying? Especially when you're going for a championship, you gotta earn it. You know, you're gonna have to earn it. That might be a part of his journey, but he's gonna have to figure it out. And you know, he not getting those calls. He's gonna have to make some adjustments to his game, whatever the case may be. But now we got like 15 games left before the playoffs. So at the end of the day, he better get locked. They got to start getting locked in.
No, I
And
agree.
Dame know how they gonna call him because they've been calling it. They've been calling it all regular season now, so he should be making the adjustments. You see what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
they calling Giannis different. So he needs to start locking in if he really wants to win a title.
I agree.
He has all the talent in the world, but you gotta earn a title. A lot of great players didn't win because they didn't have that mental toughness to put them over the top. Do he want to go out like a Charles Barkley? Charles Barkley was a heck of a player, but he would do the same. He would always show up, but defense, he didn't believe in playing defense. You see what I'm saying? And he
Mm-hmm.
never got over the hump because of that. Because if he would have believed in playing defense, he probably would have won a title.
No, I
So
feel you.
Dame's gonna have to really look in the mirror and
Yeah,
say, look, man, it's
I
our
got,
time.
I got.
Hey,
It's our
it's getting
time.
late, y'all. I want to swap out with some people that's in the
Yeah.
green room to get them in here
All right,
before we get
y'all.
up
I'm out.
out of here, y'all. But I appreciate y'all tapping in. Appreciate you, Bleacher Report boss. Appreciate you, Pronte. Appreciate you, B Shack. We gonna come back in a couple of days, and I know we gonna have a better conversation, y'all. More positive. Salute to y'all. Appreciate you
All
tapping
right.
in. All right, let me pop y'all in here before we get up out of here. Get you in here, Brandon. WFSO. What's good? What's good, gentlemen? What's good? This was a hard one. This was
Besides
a
that
hard one to
game,
watch tonight, y'all. This is a
yeah,
hard one. But I just think we just had an off game. We couldn't shoot. We couldn't defend. It was just a bad game. I'm gonna let y'all have the floor. Go ahead, Brandon, and then you WFSO.
I give the point to WFO.
Go ahead, WFSO.
they were just trying to shoot threes and it wasn't going in. And like on defense, you just let people pass you by. Just like, what are they doing?
We didn't
Like,
have any energy
seriously.
tonight. That's really what it was. We just didn't have no energy tonight. We had no energy tonight.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what they do the night before. Who knows what they did the night
Maybe they do
before?
want to come home. Maybe they just want to come home, bro. I don't know. I don't know. That maybe they just want to come home. Uh,
Probably.
we just gotta hope they
But
ramp
yeah,
up
just
before the playoffs start. That's what we really need to do. Like today was just an aberration. We're
exactly.
not gonna shoot 20% from three again. We're not gonna shoot a sub 40% from the field. This was just a bad game. And like B Shack said, you could tell like things weren't right within the first. You could tell how the Bucks are playing within the first 5 minutes of the first quarter. you can tell if the energy is right on this team. It don't take long to figure out if we playing well or we playing bad. The first 5 minutes of every game, you can almost see how things are going. Are there exceptions? Yes. But you can literally see in the first 5 minutes how things are going.
It's
I
true.
agree. Also, I think Kings are a bad matchup for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think they are very tired from the West Coast.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Late game, I know they can want, I know that Philly coming up, but I think this team go get it together.
Yeah, I do too. I think we'll be straight before the playoff, but we need
Yeah,
Middleton though back. We got to get Middleton
I
situated.
think one thing I know what you point out, Amber, Daniel, B-Jack, Ponte, I think Jay Crowder, like I said before, Jay Crowder is not the same person.
Mm-mm.
I think he needs some DMP. And
Yeah,
look, I think he needs DMP. To let Giannis start 1-5 or Bobby Porter 1-5.
yeah,
Because
That is a good
if big
point.
hitting shot, put him AJ in the green. He shot, put AJ in the green in the game. Put Andre Ajax in the game.
mm.
And Mark
Just to see what they
and,
got. Just to see what they
and,
got.
put, and put some uh that third dude who we just got signed. Put those guys in the game to see what we can to see who we they can give out to see what they got.
Mm-hmm.
I think this one I'm gonna take the doc.
We're
If you
not making excuses, Gensoft. We're just trying to be optimistic and some spin for an older team, Gensoft. We're not making excuses though, bro. We're just trying to be realistic.
this one I'm gonna take the doc. Doc, I know you're Hall of Famer coach. Doc, please get your priority straight.
There we go.
Hey, if you say Jake Paul's not eating nothing, Beasley not eating nothing, put
Agreed, B-Shack.
and put Ajax in the game. And put Marjan in the game to see what they can do.
Yep.
Because we are slow and tired. We cannot keep up with bad teams.
Mm-hmm. We just need to inject some youth in this lineup. We really need to inject some youth in this lineup. I'm gonna let my
Yeah,
man WFSO get the last words in, and then I'm gonna get up out of here in a few minutes. But go ahead, WFSO. And unfortunately, I see you look like you got a hat on. But damn,
the poop emoji.
damn.
Yeah, had to be the poop emoji because they play like crap.
So
So hopefully I don't
give
have
us
to play
your
them.
give us your final take, sir.
I think they will bounce back from this, and like I said, they're 1-4 now from that California road trip. Um, at least they wasn't 0 and no, they 1-3. I'm sorry,
Mm.
1-3 on the California road trip. At least they ain't go 0-4, so
We
something
just
positive.
we just gotta know with this team, WFSO and Brandon, we just need to get to the playoffs healthy. I really
Right,
in my
exactly.
heart feel like that. We just need to get to the playoffs healthy, and I think we'll be straight. Go ahead, Brandon, and then I'm gonna get up out of here in a minute. Go ahead, Brandon.
I know a lot of people want to see Milton back. I think Dame and Giannis need Milton back. We already know about playoff Milton.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because the way I see now, I see Pat playing like he is now.
2 and 4. Okay. Mm-hmm.
I see Pat see what he is now. Now I'm starting to feel like playoff Pat might be back again.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. But he's been playing better as of late. Connaughton has definitely been showing signs as of late. So we gonna see.
Right.
We gonna see. We just gotta know this was just a bad game, y'all. We shot terrible. We're not gonna shoot 20% from three. We're not gonna shoot 37% from the field. We'll beat the Sixers, and then we'll have a much different conversation, y'all. Tapping in. So I
Hopefully, like the
appreciate you
Kings run
tapping
it.
in, though, Brandon and WFSO, y'all, and grinding here
Yeah,
late, my dudes. Appreciate y'all. I can't wait till we get to some more early games. These late games is killing me, so I
yeah.
know it's killing the players. You know what I'm saying? So we do got to take that in consideration. Real talk. So salute to y'all. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Let me get some last couple comments in. I'm gonna get up out of here. Appreciate y'all. All right, bro.
No.
WFSO Brandon. This was just a bad loss, y'all. Like I said, we're not gonna shoot sub 30% from the three. We're not gonna shoot this bad. It's just it was just a bad game, y'all. Mr. Washington said 5 picks for Crowder, 4 picks for Middleton. I forgot all about dude. Wow, yeah, Horst. That's shaky. That's shaky. I definitely would say that. Salute, Mr. Washington. Emerson says 6 of 31. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. 6 of 31 is crazy. Brandon said we gonna be all right. Yes, sir. B-Shack said Doc said at shoot around guys were talking about planes and leaving. He knew they weren't focused like they should be. That's what we were saying though, B-Shack. They quit. They clearly quit. They didn't care. The first 5 minutes you can see, these dudes ain't playing for real today. They going through the motions. But they better be serious coming up. 76ers ain't playing, but I expect a much different game from the Bucks against the Sixers and the Suns. We got 2 quality teams back to back. The Bucks need to show up and show out. Emerson said a lot of threes generated from Giannis and Dame drives, especially Beads and Pat. Yeah, that's the point though. But they need to hit those shots. That's the whole point. Drive and kick with those 2 players because they're gonna or even swinging the ball was working before. When they would double one of the players and they just swing the ball and eventually someone should be open. That's the thing. That is the why you have a Dame and Giannis. They're supposed to have a get double team. The defense is supposed to collapse, and then you kick it out to one of the shooters. Beasley had multiple open looks today. Beasley hit half of the threes that he was open for. This game is completely different. If Dame is hitting his threes, this game is different. It was just a bad shooting night. Definitely a bad shooting night. Marcus Little said Brook is going to go down as the most posterized player in NBA history. Come on, fam. We not gonna do Brook like that, fam. Let's not do Brook like that, fam. Jeff said, "Don't forget all the pick we gave up for Drew." We were just giving away picks like candy. Shout out to Horse. Horse was out here just giving out picks like candy. You get like when Oprah was on her show, you get a pick. You get a pick. You get a pick. Just giving out picks to everybody. Now we don't have no real leverage. So we'll see. Again, I still have faith in this team. We've seen moments of greatness. We've seen flashes of consistency. We just need this team to put it together, y'all. And I think that they will in time. They will put it together. I really think they're going to put it together before the playoffs. And you got to think, we haven't had Middleton in 30 games. How many games do we win if we still got Middleton? Jen Saw said Dame cost us a lot of picks, but it will pay off. I think so as well. I think so as well. This is just a bad game. Lopez played bad. Beasley played. Everybody outside of Giannis played bad. We only had 2 people in double figures. I mean, and the second person, Bobby Portis, only had 11 points. So this was just a bad game. Let's just sweep this under the rug. Let's move forward. I think you're gonna see the Bucks that you want to see against the 76ers. I guarantee you see the Bucks that you want to see against the 76ers. Mark my words, Bucks Nation. And we going to be back here. Appreciate y'all tapping in. If you haven't already, hit the like button. We're going to be back here after the next Bucks game versus the Sixers. So please tap in. Tell your people about the best Bucks chat on YouTube, best Bucks podcast on YouTube. We're going to bring the energy and give you that raw emotion and how fans really feel at the time of watching the game. So salute to y'all. Really appreciate y'all tapping in and staying so late. We at the 12:30 mark. So I'm gonna get up out of here, y'all. But I really appreciate y'all tapping in, and I'll see y'all next time. I'm gonna try to just rotates people as many people as I can to get in here. So y'all feel free to tap in. That link, anybody can click it. You put it in your web browser. I get the ring, tap you in. If you haven't as well, there's a Facebook group, Amara's Logic, where we talking Bucks all the time. And follow me on Instagram. I'm always posting Bucks news on Instagram and Twitter. So appreciate y'all support. And I'll see y'all next game. I'm Amber. This is Amara's Logic, Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news live edition, where we just finished discussing the Bucks getting their head beat in by the Sacramento Kings, 129-94 on the road. End of a road trip. I expect us to play much better moving forward, y'all. Go.